That's not the correct cover photo. Awkward.
So this little gem I found in the 10-cent bin. This particular thrift store, which is a massive thrift store, they have a bin where they toss all the books that are not selling or haven't sold yet on their bookshelves, and they mark them up for 10 cents. This one is one of those that doesn't have very many copies out there. It's how to cash in on distressed real estate in a down market. So real estate's always something that people are trying to make money on. And apparently this is a good book. More than likely, it's got good information, and there are just few copies floating around out there. Amazon only has 14 copies. The new version's going for $200. Wish I had a new copy, or like new even. The used is starting at 95, and then it jumps up. So there's a very good copy and a good copy for 95 MF. And then it jumps up to $134. There's no FBA offers. The rank is really high, 2,493,000. There's 3 5-star reviews. This is the kind of niche book that is going to sell eventually. And considering that the lowest price is $95, so $99 with shipping and handling, it means that it's in demand, and there's few copies. It's going to sell. My copy, though, has some water damage. It's hard to tell in video, but it's really stiff. You see how it's all kind of warped, and the pages are kind of stiff. But that's really the only issue. I mean, there's no highlighting or writing of any kind. Oh, well, I take that back. There's an inscription on the front there. Aside from that, it's in pretty good shape. None of the text is ruined or anything. But I'm gonna have to list it as acceptable. So I could probably list it at $95, $99, acceptable. Put photos, detailed description about how it has some water damage, and it'll eventually sell. It should. 10 cents should sell for about $100. It's funny. I seem to find these for 10, 20 cents fairly frequently. So it's always weird to me. Who bought this initially and then decided just to toss it. Did they buy it for much less? Did they buy it for the $18.75 suggested retail price, or did they buy it on Amazon? I doubt that they spent $100 on it on Amazon and then just tossed it or donated it. Maybe their real estate, the advice in here for investing in distressed real estate didn't work out. But regardless, don't you always wonder why people donate valuable books? Perhaps they just don't they don't know that the books are valuable on Amazon, or they don't care. They just want to get rid of them. Before I knew about selling books on Amazon, I didn't donate my books, but I didn't even think that there were books that could be so valuable. And I haven't even looked through my shelves, because I'm not going to sell my own books, but I haven't even looked through them to see if there's anything valuable there. So this kind of ties into the same, or the thoughts that I was having sometimes when I'm out at thrift stores and I'm surrounded by all these people who are buying all kinds of stuff. Most people don't even notice that I'm looking at books, or don't have any clue. They don't even notice me, first of all. And if they notice me, it's a brief recognition that I'm doing something with my phone and the books, and then they move on. Very, very, very rarely does someone ever seem to ponder what I'm doing and have genuine interest. I think most people, just like me before, had no idea that this was something you could do. So there's all these people around me who are buying clothes. Most of them buying clothes, to be honest. It's packed with clothes, buying clothes and all kinds of other stuff. And not as many people looking at the books, but some. And don't have a clue that I'm there pulling these books out that are worth money. It almost feels like I'm stealing, or that I'm sort of sliding in there. No one's noticing me. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm sliding in there, looking at books, pulling out books, and I'm there for anywhere between an hour to hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if there's a lot of books to scan. Today I was there for, I don't know, an hour to an hour and a half. I should make a couple $100 off of everything I found. $150, that's pretty great hourly rate. Of course, I still have to do more work, but you get my point that I'm going in there and making a day's pay, sometimes much more, while people are buying clothes and whatnot and not having any clue. It's a weird thought. I don't know. I just thought I'd share it. Do you ever think about that? Few people want to do this business, even though they find out that there's a lot of money or that there's good money to be made. Not everybody wants to go to thrift stores and estate sales and book sales and whatnot and look up books on their phone, go home, clean them up, list them, slap stickers on them, put them in a box, send them off. Not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody likes books that much or likes the whole process. Which kind of brings me to the idea of, don't do this business unless you really like it. Even though, don't do it for the money. Clearly there has to be money to be made. Otherwise, you're just doing it for fun. I hope that you're selling books on Amazon because you enjoy it. Because it's just going to end up being like any old job or any way of making money that you will end up really hating or just wanting to stop. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this, but I really enjoy it. I'm sure it'll lead to other things, but I love books. I love looking them up. I just love finding all these weird titles, especially now VHS tapes. It's so the strange things I found, like Jenny Garth's Body in Progress. I'm sure you remember back 90210. She was the hottie. Looking at her outfit and that kind of stuff is just funny and interesting and fascinating. Let me show you. Got the box of books here. This one's gonna go for over $20. Got some other good ones here for 10 cents. Going for $10 to $15. It adds up. So now I have to go home and get back to listing because I need to get a shipment out soon. I'm over 200 books now for my next shipment. It's going to be a huge one. I'm going to have lots of books. But remember, keep booking. I got that Snow White. Snow White. Come and get it. I got all the Snow White. I got that Forrest Gump. I got that Forrest Gump. I got that Forrest Gump. That Titanic. I got that Titanic. Come get that Titanic. I got some Titanic.